Hello everyone. In this today's section, we are going to discuss one new problem statement, that is a call and save application. It's very simple application. As the name suggests, you are calling one particular number and you are saying then saving that particular number in your contact details. So we'll see the what exactly your syllabus problem statement is trying to say. First, we are going to create an activity like a phone dialer with a call and a save buttons. On pressing the call button, it must call the phone number, and on pressing the save button, it must save the number of the phone contacts. So before moving on to this particular application, first you need to know, like, after you study this problem statement, first thing you will do is you will create a design part for this, and after that you will go for the Java logic. Now we will see for the design logic. In the design logic, as you can see, we have a relative layout, we have a edit view, we have a phone clear, we have button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and button clear and button save. This is your design part. In this particular design part, first what you will do, you will create an application by the name called as a caller and save, and you will create the designing part. In the XML part, you will go and you will change the content layout to the relative layout. After that, you will go to the design part, you will drag the editor view and you will place here, and you will drag the buttons and you will place in the respective positions. Now you have placed, everything is done. Now I'll before going to the Java logic, I would like to tell one concept called as, we have already discussed regarding the intents. What do you mean by intents? If you see, we have this one particular activity one here, and we have one more activity here. So if you want to pass the data from one activity to another activity, these activity to pass the data from one activity to another activity, that is done through intents. So intent is one class with multiple methods. We in this chapter we will be discussing about the set types, and we will be discussing about the set start activities, put extras, those methods we will be looking into. So our task is, whatever the data which is available in this one activity, it should move to the another activity. How the task is performed? That task is performed with the help of intents. And we have already discussed like explicit intents and implicit intents. I'll give an example. Like, here I have typed like www.google.com URL. So my once you click on this particular URL, it will ask you itself whether you wanted to open in Google Chrome or in the Mozilla Firefox. So it is given an option for you itself to open whether here or there. So these type of actions which is providing to you only implicitly, so that task is nothing but the implicit intent. So explicit intent is nothing but, from one activity to another activity, directly you are passing the name of this activity and this activity where you want it to go, and it will directly go there. But in the implicit intent, you don't know where to go. If you click on this particular link, you don't know which activity to call. At that time you can use implicit intents. In this application, we will be dealing with the implicit intents. So this is with respect to the few concepts with respect to intents. Now moving on to the Java logic. In the Java logic, as you can see, we have a main activity, and which extends the app compatibility. Since we need to deal with the this particular thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is button call, button save, button clear, and edit view. We need to deal with 4 components, right? So I will be using as a reference variable in my Java code, like edit text, phone number, edit text, button, clear button, save button, call button. And on create method, in the if you have seen in activity lifecycle, we have made multiple methods, built-in methods. Once you create any application, the first method called is on create method. So here on create method is there, super dot on create methods, content views are there. So phone number, edit text, we are going to find by what? We are going to find by ID. In the same way, clear button, call button, save button, we are going to identify by the clear button, call button, and save button IDs, which are already defined in the XML part. And after that we are using here set on click listener methods. So once you click on any particular button, some action need to be performed, right? Some click, once you click, something should happen. So for that we are using set on click listener method. That has a on click listener method. Inside that we are having on click method. So this is all with respect to the asynchronous methods. And how to declare, we have already seen this. So inside on click method, this is a task. So what a clear button is nothing but whatever the number you type on any text editor view, that particular number need to be removed, or that particular number should be erased. So clear is nothing but whatever you have typed that need to be removed, in the sense reset, empty should happen. So to set empty, we are giving here a string as empty. If you give the phone number edit text dot set empty, if you call this particular method, automatically the content will get erased. Empty string you are passing here, so nothing will be there, it will erase. So the task of the clear button is to just erase whatever it has, just erase it. So that task is done by passing the empty string. Now coming on to call button is nothing but the phone number, whatever you have typed, that number need to be called. For calling, we have already said we are using implicit intents, right? So implicit intents you can see here. The same thing, set on click listener will be there, on click listeners, and then on click method will be there. And inside this you will be having a phone number, and a phone number edit text dot get text and two strings, which will be in the form of a string method, so that will be stored in string variable. This is phone number. Finally you got that. Once you get that, you need to start an intent, right? You need to make a call. To make a call, we are using here action parameter, action underscore dial. You will have action underscore insert, also action underscore picker are there, action underscore contacts, action underscore um, uh, send. All these parameters can be used with respect to the intents as well. So here we need to dial, just we need to dial, so we are using here action underscore dial. And you need to dial for one particular data, right? So data, in that URI, universal resource interface dot parse method, this particular method is having a parse, whatever the number you have typed here as phone number, that need to be parsed. So tell plus phone number will be there. And finally you are going to start an intent. So these four lines of code will tell you how to call a number. So the whatever the phone number you have typed, that number will be called. So once call is done, we will be dealing with the save button now. So save button dot set on click listener, new view dot on click listener. Here you will be having the same steps like on click method will be there, and you are creating a variable. This is a local variable string phone number, and inside this phone number you will be using phone number edit text. This is with respect to the design part. You are getting the text whatever you have typed on that edit text, which should be as a form of a two string, that you will be storing in string variable called as phone number. Once you get a phone number, you need to save this phone number in the contacts, right? So for that we are using intents here. Intent equals to new intent dot action insert. There we have used action underscore dial because we need to call. Here we need to save, insert, in the sense save, include this particular number where you want to specify, right? Where you wanted to include. So we are using here dot set type, intent dot set type. Intent is a object. Intent dot set type. Contacts contract is a class where you will be finding for a contacts which is of type content type. So you will be setting the type of the intent. Type of the intent should be a contact. It should be in the contact you are setting. After you set that particular content, what you wanted to insert, you need to insert whatever the data you got from the intent in the phone number. So content type will be having different sets, like phone number will be there, images will be there, gifs will be there, messages will be there. So but you need only the phone number there. Like email id will be there, your name will be there. In contact details, if you see in contacts, you will be having a first you will be writing name, after that you will be writing email id. All those you need to insert only the phone number. So phone number you will be giving here. What is the number you wanted to store? phone number you wanted to store here. So you're passing here as phone number as a variable. And finally, you're starting an intent. So once this save button is complete, we have one more method called as input number. What do you mean by this method? This method, if I go to the design part, just have a look in the design part. This is your design part, right? Once you click on 9, this 9 need to be added to this edit view, right? It not directly go and add. You need to provide step by step like 9. If I type 9, it should add to the edit view. If I press 1, it should add to the edit view. To perform these input number, whatever the number you type, right, that number need to be added here. 10 numbers will accept, right? That numbers need to be added here. To add that in these particular methods XML part, you will be using a method, on click method parameter you will use. In that you will be calling this particular method, that is input number. While practical section, I will show this input number. So the task of this input number is, we have first a view. Just we need to view. One means that one need to be typed on that edit text. So view, in that we are calling a class called button. Button we are explicitly we are making as view, and we are locally creating a variable called as digit, because one, if you press, that is one digit, right? So that button we are getting, and we are storing that in digit variable, which is of type string. And finally, we are getting a phone number. Initially the phone number will be empty, because there will be no numbers only, so it will be empty string initially. After that, you will be setting that edit text phone number, whatever it is there, you will be set that particular text along with the phone number. That is, first empty will be there, then you press 1, so 1 will be added. Again you press 9, that will be added. 1 will always it will be 1 only, then it get added. Here you are making a concatenation. Phone number plus digit, this is a concatenation, not addition, because set text accepts only the strings, it will not accept numbers. So this is where you will actually get the 10 digit number. Phone number is performed by input number. Now we'll see the practical section now. Since I have already since I have the code already imported, the project has been imported because of time consumption. Have a look what exactly. See here, call and save is the application. Just see my cursor where I'm pointing. This is a call and save application which I have created. In this we have one activity, right? We need to see what is that activity. That is activity underscore main design part. First we will go to the design part. If you see here, this is the design part. You can design in whatever the ways you want, but as of now we are designing this simple design application, where you can have background details as well. You can have different stuffs here, and you can have image buttons as well. Not only the color buttons, you can have image button as well. So the same design part which we have seen in the ppt, the same thing here. Once I need to show you the input number, right, method. See here, each and every button xml part, this is relative is there, that is relative layout. And we have button. The button is nothing but, you can see button 8. So I'm giving the this is 8, number 8, button 8. Once you click on it, see here, 8, number 8. So here you can see this is on click input number. This method will be there in all the this line will be there in all the button fields. If you see, this is number 8 button, right? In the similar way, you will be having in number 10 also. See here, input number. So this is button 10. How did I know it is button 10? By looking into this particular id, it is button 10. And in the save button, you will not have that input number, because we are just performing certain task. And in the call button also, we will not have input number. And in the clear button, we will be having input number, because we need to clear that. So on click clear, in that we will be having, again you need to type that numbers, right? So here also you will have the in on click that is the input number you will be having here also. And button 7 also you will be having input number. Input number is a method that is on click. Once you click on that, this particular task need to be performed. Like this, button 8 also, button 9 also, button 12 also, in the sense button 2 1, 2, 3, for all the stuffs you will be having the button input numbers you will be having. For 9 also input number, as you can see here. For 9 and phone number edit text also you will be having on click input numbers, and for button also, and for button hash button, and for one button also, for four button, five button. You can see here text is 5, text is 6, text is 7, like that number of buttons are here. So by text also you can identify button 3, button 2, button 1, depends on this particular what all the things you have designed. So once this task is done, we will go to the Java part. And in the Java part, whatever the things I discussed, the same thing is here. See, on create, we have four reference variables that will be initialized here, and each and every one will be having a set on click listeners here. As you can see, these are all the on click listeners. And I wanted to tell you like action underscore having certain things, right? See, now I just delete this dial, and I will just give as intent dot. And you can see that see here, these are all the actions, like action dial is here, action view, action insert, send to, send, process text, screen on, assistant content. All these data, all these things are actions parameters which are going to accept by the intents. But as of now we will be dealing only with the action dial. So action insert is there, and content types. In that contact list, I said like you will be having different types as well. So I just remove this and I will show what exactly you are having here. Content item type, content v chart, charts also you can see, presence, status, all those. But we will be discussing only with the types here. And in the insert also you can insert in different places as well. Insert dot, see, you wanted to insert name, you wanted to insert data, email id, or what. But as of now we wanted to insert only the phone, so we will deal with only the phone. So this is the steps, and this is the Java program. And here you can see input number which we have seen in the design part, that has been defined here. And let me run my application now. I just click on this green button, and you can see in the Java folder also you have main activity, and in the layouts you have activity underscore main. As of now build is in progress, and you can see here executing this particular Java project. So it is getting all the dependencies from the Google, which is required to run this particular application. And it is about to run now. It's until unless you get a build success, there is a process you need to wait. See, now build is success, and here you can see waiting for all target devices. As of now my phone is online, and now it is installing call and save application in my phone, in the sense in Nexa 5x API phone, and it launches. And now you can see successful operation succeed. See, whatever the design part we have seen, the same thing is here. So now once I click on 9, that particular 9 should be displayed here. So how this 9 is getting displayed? Because of this particular method, that is input number method. Because of this only 9 is getting displayed here. And you need to add 1, right? So I'll add as 1 here. And let me see, click on this particular button 9. It taking certain time. One second. Okay, because of some problem, I guess my Android emulator phone got powered off. It is powering on, I guess. And I think so again I need to run the same application. Just give me a minute. Let this particular phone get powered on. Yes, now my phone is got powered on. And since I have already ran that particular application, I can see that see, my application name is call and save application. And you can see this is the name of my application. I just double click on this particular application, and that particular application opens here. And I'm typing the number 910838505. 66. So once all these numbers are done, I just click on call now. It should go to the call. See here, now it is implicitly calling this particular built-in application. It's already built in, so it is calling me here only. And if I just click on this particular button call, automatically the call will go. If you are running this particular application in the phone, automatically it will get called. But as of now this is having no sim, so I just cut this particular call. We will see now different one. I'll just click on back buttons, everything. Okay, now the same number will be there. I'll just save that. See, I'll just click on save, and it will go for edit contact. See, directly it is going for edit text. See, it is asking me your new contact would be backup. Do you want to do this or not? Keep local only. I don't want any online option now. I'll just keep. See here, you can give name here now. So I just click on the names like Uzma. I'll just give the name here. Okay, I have just given the name, and after that phone number is already here. And I just okay, everything is same. I'll not give much details. I just click on save button. So this locally it is going here contact saved. So finally it's asked for permission for a device allocation. So initially for in starting also, if you wanted to save, it will ask this permission. Just give as allow, or you can deny it. I just give as allow, and you can see here my contact detail has been saved. I'll just come back now. In my application I have seen call also it working, save is also working. Now I'll just click on clear button. Clear button task is to remove this. So once I click on this particular thing, this entire thing has been removed. I hope we solved the application 8, which is says call and save applications. So very easy application. You no need to have you no need to dig much. It's already just call and save buttons. Thank you.